Okay, so what we just went over here at Neil Huffman is a reality check that only 20% of vehicle purchasers start with the brand that they ultimately buy. So that means that, think about this for a second, how crazy that is. 80% of people, when they first start their search, they're going to, let's say if they're looking at a Mazda 6, okay? They might be looking at a Honda Accord, Nissan Altima, Ford Fusion, or whatever it is. But 80% of people that start the search, on a Mazda are going to wind up submitting an internet purchase request for something different than that original search. Now, the other thing that we went into that's on the board over there, which is kind of crazy, is that, can you, Joe, say it out loud? What's the first thing to say?
80% of people who submit purchase requests will buy something different.
Okay, so again, to go back to this here, over about 80% or more of people when they first start their search are going to submit a purchase request different than their original search. Then let's go into phase two, is that out of the people that submit purchase requests, over 80% of those people are going to buy something different. Here's the reason for that, okay? Let's just start from the back going in. You asked me, why is that? The reason why, you should write this down, the reason why 80% of people are going to buy something different is, here we go. They're upside down on their trade, which means that they owe more for their trade than it's worth, upside down on trade. Next thing is that they can't afford the car, the down payment, the monthly payment, any of that stuff, okay? Their credit is banged up. They have less than perfect credit. They've got credit challenges, what have you. The vehicle is not available. It might be, a new Honda hybrid that you just don't have in stock and you can't get it, or you can't get it anytime soon. Or they change their mind. They call in, they want the blue one, 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 and then they come in and they're like, oh, Joe, that red one you got on the showroom floor? I think I look good in that one. Can I get that one? So again, the reasons why over 80% of people are going to buy something, different than their purchase request is because either they're upside down on their trade, they're credit challenged, they can't afford the car, the down payment, monthly payment, whatever it is. The vehicle's not available. They change their mind. So there's a myriad of reasons. Gad, what?
And couldn't it also be that they ran into, to kind of use that expression, somebody that they like? I mean, the personality of the salesperson or the coordinator on the person on the other
100%, absolutely. I was giving you the reasons for them. Obviously, if they fall into a situation where they're getting a trained sales professional that knows how to sell out of stock, out of inventory, they could get switched to an in-stock unit that might be, better for them or the dealership. But yes, that's great. Now, let's go to this study right here. Why is it that people are going to turn around and search for multiple stuff? So this is again from the Google Compete and Polk study. It says, and here's an example of search path for a Ford new vehicle purchaser. Okay, they first start over here looking for new car prices, comparing new car prices, the Hyundai Sonata 2011, Ford Fusion, Mazda 6, and the Ford Fusion. You got to understand, when somebody is starting their shopping, it's not like 2 days ago or 30 days ago. The average, gestation period for an internet prospect is 45 to 90 days. So they might, have like sensory overload. They might see a TV ad. They might see a vehicle drive by. They might turn around and have a friend say, give their advice. So they're looking at a couple different, options. So in this case, they were looking at the Hyundai, the Ford, and the Mazda. So they looked at 3 different, brands. And during their search, here's what influences them, okay? You all, the trained appointment setters, are the influencers. So, when the conversations that you have on the phones, that's one way. The media that they see online, reviews on the 3 different products, the reviews on the dealerships. So based on, which is called, Google ZMOT, Zero Moment of Truth. Based on the Zero Moment of Truth, details, based on their interactions with their peers, sales professionals, or untrained sales professionals, right, is going to influence them on what they're ultimately going to submit the purchase request on. Does that make sense?